Ahoy friends!
Ahoy!
Welcome to our video where we're going to take you on a full walking tour of Disney's brand new ship, the Disney Wish. She is grand, she is gorgeous, she is different, and this tour is needed. So we're going to do it like we've done our other tours in the past. Starting forward on deck 1, port side, aft, forward, and then we'll go up another floor. And so on and so forth and what have you.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get started on level 1. Welcome to deck 1. This is the forward elevators, and each floor has kind of a map of what is on each deck and where you are on your deck, the flat out version. So from here you can see this is where you would come down to tender in the back part. But we're over in the forward, and this is just where the medical center, and there's another tender lobby there. So, a couple of them. On each floor, you're gonna be able to see a nice little upcoming activities and events thing. So if you don't have your navigator app up and going, or if you forgot that you wanted to do something and then you see it, you're like, oh yeah, I did want to do that. So that's nice that they always have that up. Yeah. And then they always have this little sign too, which has the number of the floor you're on, so you're not confused and which side is which. So on the port side, which we can't go all the way around on this deck because as you can see, it's all split up, and this is also where the crew quarters are in between these. But the health center is over this way. So if you get a boo-boo or you're not feeling good or all the above, you can go to the health center, and then the tender lobby would be on our port side here. And that's pretty much everything on one. Yeah. But while we're down here and there's not anybody in here, you can see from looking behind you that the wallpaper is green. The whole forward of the ship is in this green color because it represents like woodland creatures and things like that. Yeah, so if you're in an elevator bank and you're like, I'm not sure if I'm forward or aft, green is forward. So let's go up to deck 2. We are on deck 2 forward now. You know we're on deck 2 because of the number. You know we're forward because of the green.
Yeah.
And there's the upcoming activities events again, just like I said.
This reminds me of like back at Disneyland. You remember when Galaxy's Edge was first opening and they were like, have the Disneyland app so you can make reservations to go into Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me like of those boards they put all over the park that were like, this boarding group is open to go to Galaxy's Edge.
So maybe that's where they got the idea from, and they're like, we should put this on a ship because that's very helpful.
Yeah, it really is.
Especially when they don't get out the paper navigators anymore, but I'm pretty sure they do if you ask.
Yeah, if you request it, they'll give it to you.
Yeah. All right, so since we're here on deck 2, there are several things on this deck. The Oceaneers Club is on this deck, and a whole bunch of rooms, and the Small World Nursery. So we're gonna go to the port side and take a walk down this hallway. So yeah, if you look this way, there's a bottom entrance to the Walt Disney Theater.
Yeah, I think it's like the handicap entrance. This
is the handicap entrance. This is the entrance concierge gets to go to when they get sat first. And the entertainment crew also uses this when they just like run off stages and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, now we're gonna keep going aftward on the port side. And if you can see that sign way in the distance, the Oceaneers Club's down here. So this is different from all the other ships. All the other ships, the Oceaneers Club is on deck 5.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen anything other than staterooms on deck 2 at all.
Yeah, so this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, it's this way.
Yeah. Oh, look at that, some staterooms.
Yep, and then this is where some of the staterooms start. Pretty nice. Now we're coming on the hallway that goes to the Kids Club, which there's a huge line for people to get in. But they got these cool portholes that you can look out and see what's happening.
And see that.
Yeah. All up and down this hallway that the Kids Club is on is this really cool art. So they have for like every room that's in there. So they have like a a Marvel room and a Star Wars room and all kinds of fun stuff. We visited it on day one. We'll put a couple clips of it from them there, but lots of fun going on in the kids club.
I'm jealous of those kids.
You got too old, too fast.
Yep.
So what's cool about how this kids club is laid out is that this outside hallway also has doors to each of the individual rooms in.
Yeah.
And so that one was Marvel because of the Marvel art, and that door's open. That line is because that room itself only is an open house, and there's a character meet and greet in there, a Marvel character. I'm pretty sure Ant-Man's in there right now from looking at the Navigator app earlier. But the door behind you and that door probably go into Cargo Bay, the Star Wars themed room in there.
Yeah. It's like Galaxy's Edge of that, like, seriously.
I know.
It's like very detailed.
It's really cool in there. This is seriously so cute. So in the center part, this is Alice in Wonderland theme. You can see by all of the paintings here, but it's just for the entrance because this is where you come to sign in. And then of course there's the slide from the Grand Hall where you can check in up there and slide down. We'll show you the top of it in a little bit when we're up there. It's
supposed to be themed to falling down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that's like a really good thing.
Yeah, and during open house, like the main open houses, adults can slide down it too, and that's so awesome. But otherwise, when you come pick up your kids and stuff, you have to use the stairs. Bummer. But let's keep going down afterward and see what we can see. There's also these nice, now that we're in the portholes next to where the entrance is, some nice little cushiony seats along with this seat. So you can wait if it's taking your kid forever to get out. Right outside the Oceaneers Club too, they have the same thing that they have where the elevators are. This is all of the stuff that's going on in the Oceaneers Club throughout the day. So if your kid is like, I don't know what's going on, they can come and look at this board and like, ooh, I want to do Nemo's tank gang training, then I need to be here at 10:15. So it's really, that's fun, right?
Yeah, it's really nice that they like.
Yeah, it is nice. So then we're gonna keep walking down here. This is gonna be Arendelle because this is the windows into where the Frozen room is in there. Yeah, there's our Frozen friends right here. Fairy Tale Hall, and this of course would be the door you would go in if it was an open house, like meeting characters or something like that. But then they would shut the door on the inside so they can still have kids in there all the time, which is nice. So we're still going down this hall. That's where you enter the Oceaneers Club down here. This is the cutest piece of art I've ever seen in my life. Look at those ducks and Chippendale. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, Pluto, he's talking to the dolphins. And these portholes are mirrors. Aw, Minnie Mickey. Look at the head Mickey. Yeah. And now we're at the Small World art because it's a Small World nursery is right down here. And that is for all your babies from 6 months to 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 to 3 years old.
And you would check in there. Look how precious it is. But they have cribs and everything in there, so it's really nice. It is not included though. You have to pay extra. I'm not entirely sure on the price. I'll see if I can find it on the internet and post it down here somewhere. But this gives you the hours on when you could use the Small World Nursery. So we just came from around this hallway where the Small World Nursery is. And look it, we're back at some elevators, and these are the aft. And the aft ones are blue. And that's because they are modeled after enchantment and castles and magic. So that's what this blue means. And then of course we got our board again. And you know we're still on 2. And 2 blue means we're in the back.
Yeah. So
let's go up starboard side. Let's see what's on that side.
Yeah, let's go.
Whoa, these staterooms are probably connected.
Yeah, if I had to.
That's great door art. But afterwards, there's going to be a few more staterooms. And then forward, I think everything on the starboard side on deck 2 is staterooms.
Staterooms.
Yep. Staterooms. So we're going to keep walking down this hall until we get to the forward elevators like we were before. And then we'll go up a floor. Sound good?
Up a floor.
Up a floor. Okay, so we lied. This is a dead end coming down here. So you cannot go to the forward elevators on the starboard side on deck 2. So if you're staying in one of these rooms, you're gonna have to go either up the aft or go through and go around all of the kids clubs to go to the forward if you want.
Yeah. That's a little one.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure all these rooms down here are inside.
Well, the ones here on the left when heading aftward, these are ocean view staterooms.
Okay.
And down that way, like you'll see like there's some rooms on the right hand side for us. Those are inside staterooms.
Okay.
Oh, there's also no deluxe inside staterooms on these English. Just standard.
So only one bathroom in all of the inside staterooms.
Which is really sad.
Okay, our apologies ahead of time because it is a day at sea. And so there's a lot of people around, but we just came up from deck 2. It's green, so you know we're in the forward again. And we're on deck 3. And it's also gonna kind of give you a list of like what's on the port side, what's on the starboard side. And this is one of the levels that you can go all the way around.
Yes.
So we'll get to walk it all the way around. But here are the elevators, and let's take a look at what we have. So it's like you're here on the green side. Even on the map, it's like green and blue. So you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have the Walt Disney Theater, a bunch of shopping, Hyperspace Lounge is here, Nightingale's is here, Bayou's here. The Grand Hall is here. When you first walk into the ship, that's the first thing you see.
It's beautiful.
And then the 1923 restaurants on each side, some more shopping. Well, that's all shopping. And then Preludes, which is where you get your food before the theater. So let's go check out all these places.
Let's go.
Alrighty, here it is, the Walt Disney Theater. This is the first Walt Disney Theater to be colored green, and we all know why it's green, right?
Yeah, because it's in the forward.
Yeah, so you'll get little nods all in the forward of like outside wilderness, wildlife, animals, woodland creatures. Very cute, just all of the flowers. And this is like a big plant. It's really, really cool. But on the cruise, on the tour I took, they said that they had to rent out a place in LA, a theater in LA, and try different shades of green to try to see which one would do projection mapping the best. Because all the other ships are red, so they only had projection mapping set up for red rooms or red walls. And so that's how they ended up picking the color of green, the shade of green. Based on those trials there, they were able to tell what actually would show up.
Interesting.
Yeah, really cool, right?
Yeah.
And then right next to the theater, they're gonna have a sign telling you what's coming on that night and what times it's going. Usually if you're in the late dinner, you're gonna go to the first one. And if you're in the early dinner, you'll go to the second one.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the entrance to the bottom. There's also an entrance to the top. There's a women's room here on this side, and when we get on the starboard side, that's where the men's room is.
Yeah.
So there's Preludes, like we were talking about getting your snacks before. It's closed now, obviously. And we're gonna walk down afterward from the forward. First thing we're gonna run into is a jewelry store called Treasures Untold. How many wonders can this store hold? And then on this other side, there's really cool art of Tiana, or Princess and the Frog. And it's, each piece goes from like her story. So where she started, when she started dreaming and made a wish, and then her wish realized, Tiana Place is open. So it's like her whole story right there, which is really, really cool.
And I believe those can be used in Uncharted Adventure.
I think so too. So right here is the Bayou. Right there they have a list of what's gonna be going on in the Bayou at any given time. But right now they're about to do a craft. Up in here they're making inside out orbs, memory orbs, which I think is an ornament. But yeah, you can see they're getting set up with crafts there. This is a really nice place to like come and get a drink. They have beignets here. And then right next to it on the port side is Hyperspace Lounge. So let's see if we can walk in here and just kind of show you Hyperspace Lounge. You're on a luxury yacht cruiser. Woo! So yeah, it's pretty empty in here right now because it's not technically open. They're not serving any drinks yet because it's morning time. It's super loud in here, and you hear the music. It's like way different than anything else. They have like hologram things going on. They have all kinds of different art. It sounds like aliens are singing.
Yeah. Essentially a pretty nice place.
Yeah. And then this screen back here just is a look on what's going on the outside of your Star Cruiser. And then every once in a while it hops to hyperspace and you get to go to a different place in the Star Wars galaxy. So I don't know. So we're going further afterward. There's the bayou and the line of people that was going on down there. And then right here is Nightingales. It is like a piano style bar based on the song that Cinderella sings. Oh, sing sweet nightingale. When she wants to go to the ball and all her stepsisters are like getting ready for it and singing the song. And then the chandelier in there represents the bubbles from her cleaning. And then the music that goes all the way around is the music to the song, Oh Sing Sweet Nightingale. So if you laid it out flat, you'd be able to play or sing that song with that, which is really cool. And I see a hidden Mickey. In Nightingales, they have, you know, drinks and cocktails and piano playing at night, but they also have like the taste tests and tastings throughout the day. That's what they're setting up for now. And there's also a random piece of stairs to go up, one flight of stairs.
Yeah, this is only one deck. There's one on the port side and one on the starboard side.
Yep. But across from Nightingales, this is the scene where she is singing Sing Sweet Nightingale a little bit better than her sisters are singing it up there, which is pretty funny. So we just came from right there. There is a men's room on this side. The women's room will be on the starboard side. This is another entrance to Nightingales, which is currently shut off. They have another thing that shows you the upcoming events right behind you, because guess what? This is the Grand Hall. As you can see in the background, we'll walk up into her in a minute, but we got our Halloween tree boo out because it is Halloween on the high seas. And as you can see over here, this is where you would check in for the kids club up here if you want to take the slide, which is right there. And then these are the stairs you take down to pick up your kids when you're not allowed to take the slide.
Which is sad.
Yeah. From the back end of the Grand Hall, you turn around and it's 1923. The Walt Disney side is on the port side and the Roy Disney side is down there. And it is on the starboard side, so we'll get a closer look of it in just a minute. But right outside of the Walt Disney Theater, they have this case full of design art concepts that they were coming up with to design the interior of the ship. So if you want to look through that, it's pretty cool on all the stuff that they use to get inspiration and design the Grand Hall and the staterooms and stuff like that to be like Cinderella themed, right?
It's really seemed to enchantment the ship.
And outside every restaurant, they will have the menu going up and down. So if you want to kind of get an idea of what you want for dinner on any given day, you can come and look if this is what where you're gonna be dining. You can look and see if that's something you want to have.
Yeah.
They also have like allergy menus, and if you have other dietary restrictions, they do have some that are already on the menu. Like if you see this, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, plant-based, means vegan, not vegetarian. So yeah, and then in the 1923, you can also have breakfast and lunch here. You don't have to go up to the pool deck. If you want to sit down and be served, this is where you go to do it. And inside of there is gorgeous. They have all kinds of like concept art and stuff for all the movies.
However, occasionally on certain cruises, sometimes they do like at least the welcome aboard lunch and World to Marvel. So you gotta like check your navigator to see where.
Well, when we got on, it was at 1923. Yeah. Between the two restaurants, Roy is over here, Walt is over here. There's a hallway that leads you to the aft stairs and elevator. We're gonna take you down there just so you can see it and know that you can get to the elevators from the Grand Hall. And at the end of this hallway, it's really, really cool. They have this pop-up art piece. So yeah, everything moves. Some things like pop out every once in a while. It's really, really cute. Even the Disney Wish like sails by at one point. It's really fun to like stand and watch it. From this art, we're gonna keep going port side just to stay on theme. And this is the outside of 1923 over here. You got some more like art about animation, like how to draw a bush. This is some art from which Disney movie, Jude?
Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, Sleeping Beauty. So just around this corner now, we're in the blue aft elevator lobby. So we can't go any further down. But like I said, this is one that you can go all the way around. So you can go that way, and we're gonna go up the starboard side until we get to the forward again. These guys are playing the Uncharted Adventure thing, which is super fun. We're in the Grand Hall now. We're gonna show you the Grand Hall before we go up the starboard side, but we just came from that little hallway between the two restaurants out to the Grand Hall we're looping back to the starboard side now. But yeah, like I said, here's Boo. She tells the story of Cinderella and her pumpkins because she is the tree that grew the pumpkin that Cinderella went to the ball in. So the whole Grand Hall is themed after Cinderella, and you know that because there she is. She is the bronze statue on the Disney Wish. From behind her, you can see Lucifer is back here ready to catch somebody, and he's ready to catch Jock and Gus who were hiding out under there. They look pretty happy though. Look at them. So yeah, the Grand Hall right now is decorated and all the Halloween stuff, and they use pumpkins a lot because that ties in with Cinderella, so it works perfectly. We have the Grand Hall staircase that goes up 2 floors right here in the middle of the ship. And then you can see there's stanchions and stuff right now because they're about to do all like a bunch of character stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or they're cleaning up after some character stuff, who knows. But then this is the Grand Hall stage. It says, if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true. They do shows out here throughout the cruise. There is the princesses meet and greet you when you on board up there. It's pretty nice. We saw the Santa Sisters come out during Halloween, so that was pretty cool. Okay, now that we are on the starboard side and we're working our way forward, this is the Roy Disney side of 1923. And right outside of the Roy Disney side, this is all of the art pieces and concepts that they use to design the outside of the ship. So you can see like the deck chairs and Aquamouse stuff, and even like the tiles they wanted to use on the pool. Really, really cool things. Yeah. And this is like Pascal off the outside of the ship, how they wanted him to look.
Interesting.
It's just really,
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, and they have like some of the connection pieces, and it's just really, really interesting stuff. So if you're into stuff like that, it's perfect for that. Yeah. But before we keep going this way, I wanted to point out the light fixtures in the Grand Hall. So the Grand Hall, you can see the Grand Hall from floors 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. Then each light fixture is based on Cinderella, and each floor has a different light fixture theme. So on deck 3 in the Grand Hall, the theme is pumpkins. So you're gonna see pumpkins on all the light fixtures here. So even these ones and the ones hanging up are gonna be pumpkins.
Interesting.
As we make our way down this hall, this is one of the places they'll open a door. Well, this is where you came on the ship. Yeah. But they also have like photograph areas over there too. On like different theme nights, they'll set up a backdrop back there, and you can see like you can take pictures.
I can see, if you look through it, there's the doors that were open on Embarkation Day.
The big doors?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Would you look at that? That's really cool.
Yeah.
So the shopping on the starboard side, we have the Enchanted Castle jewels, more jewelry. If you like jewelry, this is the ship for you, I tell you what.
Definitely.
And then this is the female side to the bathroom, opposite the male side that we saw earlier. We're gonna keep going down this way. This is the starboard side of those stairs. And then, but on this side, this is Cinderella after she's been finally rescued and she's off to live in the castle to live happily ever after. Yeah.
The end.
The end. Past the enchanted castle jewels, there is the royal regalia. And this is like bags, handbags, expensive handbags. Here's the other side of the bayou. Crafts still happening. They're still crafting it up over there. And we're passing another store on our right, which is like watches, because it's called Once Upon a Time. Once Upon a Time for watches. That's so cute.
Once Upon a Time? Which time is it though? And here's like a gorgeous tile thing.
Yeah, so right in front of the bayou and across from Once Upon a Time, there's this gorgeous wish with mosaic tile emblem, and it's pretty awesome. So outside of the bayou and across from all these shops, it does give you a list of times on when the shops open and close.
That's Once Upon a Time, and that's 3 Wishes.
Yeah, and what's in 3 Wishes, I wonder? Looks like more watches. I wish for more time.
Yeah. Oh, that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Because some of the cruises on the Wish are 3 nights, so you get 3 wishes. 3 wishes and more time.
As we go down the hall, this is that really cool art piece that has the inside look of the whole ship, which is really, really cool. It's like the ship was cut in half.
Yeah. And
so you can kind of use it as a map on what you're doing, but it has the characters wrapped into it too. All right, we made it all the way forward on the starboard side. Preludes, as you can see from this, and the Preludes. This is the other side, the port side, or not port side, the starboard side of the Walt Disney Theater, and the men's room is over here. So it's not consistent. It's not like all women's are on starboard and all men's are on port. It's just different on each side or floor. Going from deck 3 to 4 on the forward, there's this amazing picture. It's called Welcoming the Wish. So you can see the Wish is going out to meet her sisters out there. So all the other 4, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And all of this art that you see throughout the ship, you can buy. I'll show you how to do that a little later when we come up on the thing. We've made it to deck 4 forward. You know we're there because of the 4 green. And here is all we're gonna see on the port side. And then when we walk to the starboard side, that is all the stuff we're gonna see on the starboard side. But straight from here, the bank of elevators, you can go there. That's Luna Libations, where you can get popcorn and drinks and stuff. And the reason why you can get popcorn there is because the theaters are up here. So we're gonna start port side. On the port side is the Wonderland Theater. You can also get the 2nd floor of the balcony of Walt Disney Theater up here.
And yeah, here's the Wonderland Cinema.
Yeah, which has, I love the theming of the cinemas. They're so cool. Oh, the R's not lit.
Huh. Wonderland.
So yeah, and then you'll see the Neverland Theater on the other side when we go up the starboard side. But right outside of the Wonderland Cinema, they're playing the game right now, but normally there would be a list of what's going on.
Yeah.
So let's go inside and check it out. Look at the details. Wonderland Cinema. The doorknobs are amazing. This artwork. I love this so much. Just gonna peek in.
Are you coming with me?
No. Most schools don't take kindly to insects. They lump me in with wasps, cockroaches, and termites.
So they're watching Pinocchio.
Yeah, I heard the new Pinocchio movie's pretty good. Haven't
Yeah,
seen
well,
it yet.
maybe we should go to this theater and see it sometime later. All right, as we keep going by, you can see we're at Luna Lounge. They're doing bingo in there right now. That's why it's so loud. But there's all kinds of stuff that happens in here. But right outside the door, they'll let you know what's going on and at what time. We love the silent disco parties. Those are so fun. So yeah, you can kind of see into Luna Lounge from the outside here. And here's the cut through view of where we are on this deck 4. And so yeah, you have the Walt Disney Theater, the cinemas, Luna Lounge, the Grand Hall up on the balcony piece, vacation clubs on this side, Port Adventures and Guest Services, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, a Wishing Star Cafe, Untangled Salon, Hooks Barbary, and then the aft elevators. And then Worlds of Marvel is on this level too. This is where those Nightingale stairs lead up to. And if you also look at like the carpet as you're walking around, there's all kinds of nods to Cinderella in it. So we got our pumpkin and Bubbles from Sing Sweet Nightingale. There's even like, if you look, you might even find Gus Gus and Jock.
Really?
Or yeah, there's birds in there too. So we just came from where Bingo and the cinema, the Wonderland Cinema was. Now we're at Guest Services and Port Adventures. So these first couple right here that have this sign on the top are the Port Adventures, and the other ones are for Guest Services. And this is usually what you see up here. Sometimes there's characters, but most of the time there's just people in line to talk to Guest Services.
And on this deck, it's a thing of yarn.
Yeah, so the theme on the lights on deck 4 of the Grand Hall is yarn, or needle and thread, which is what the mice used to make Cinderella's dress. And so that's how it turns into Cinderella themed. But there is the royal gathering is going on right now. We got Belle, Cinderella, and Rapunzel meeting and greeting. That's what they were setting up for when we were up there.
Yeah.
Or down there. Okay, so we're in the middle of where the Grand Hall would be now. And this is the line for Guest Services, so I'm not going to cut through that line, but that carpet up there is themed to Pinocchio. Why? Because behind us is the Wishing Star Cafe, and the Wishing Star comes from Pinocchio. So in this cafe you can get coffees and cocktails. On the port side we have this pretty mosaic art.
We have Pinocchio and Tom Hanks right next to each other.
And I don't know if you've done this part of the Uncharted Adventures, but there's a thing you can do on this too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you have to like scan it and then there's like fireflies in it.
Oh yeah? Well, ours, we had to catch Peter Pan's shadow in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's all kinds of different stuff. They use it so well. And I'll show you at the Wishing Star Cafe because I couldn't get close enough on the bayou, but they have chargers under the bar so you can charge your phone if you want to. We're coming from the Grand Hall. The Wishing Star Cafe was right there, as you can see from that mosaic. We're gonna stay on the port side. And on the port side of deck 4 is the Untangled Salon. You can see you can get pedicures, manicures, you can get your hair done. And so right outside the door, you're gonna see the times. And we have the flowers from Rapunzel, the ones that give you like more life and stuff. You have her lanterns in there, flickering. So a lot of little nods to Rapunzel in the Untangled Salon because that's exactly what it's themed after. So we're back to the blue aft elevators here, and on this side of this hallway is the men's room. If you go outside, this would be the promenade deck that you can walk all the way around or run if you want. However, there are stairs on this one. It is not flat all the way around, but you can walk outside the whole time.
Yeah.
But behind all of the elevators and stuff, so you take the aft elevators down and you're like, I'm trying to get to Worlds of Marvel. Where is it? It's back here. So you're gonna walk through here. You can actually walk through the elevators area too, and I'll show you that in just a second. So yeah, there's those aft elevators. Women's on this side, men's on that side. That's where we just came from. And here it is. This is where Worlds of Marvel is. And of course, when you come to dine, this is open. There's 2 sides to it too, and they're on different parts of the story at any given time. But yeah, this is their emblem here. It is themed to Avengers, if you didn't catch that yet. And there's a fun little Pym Particle Ant-Man show that goes on while you eat, so that's fun. But out here, it's gonna give you like another idea of what you're gonna be able to order from here. This is one of the Quantum Core sippers, so you can get a cup that does the thing that the quantum cord does on the table. Yeah, let's go. Wow, this is one of the floors.
Yeah.
So floor 4, you can go all the way around too.
Yeah.
So now we're completely aft. We are going around to the starboard side. Boom, we're on the starboard side. So easy.
Seriously.
Yeah, so now we're gonna go down this hallway. All right, on the starboard side opposite of the Tangle Salon is the Hook Barbery, where guys can come get like facial shaves or facial care, hair care, and nail care. So they can,
bar in there.
yeah, and then there's the secret bar in here too. And here's the hours. From Hook's Barbery, as we turn around, there's some inclusive portrait art of depicting different princes and princesses, and I love this. Look at that. This is Anna and Elsa. And this is Tiana and her mans. What's his name again?
Prince Naveen.
Prince Naveen, yes, thank you. Had a moment there. And as we come out, you can see Figaro and Cleo welcoming you back to the Wishing Star Cafe. So we've come full circle and we're gonna go back into the Grand Hall again. But now we're gonna go on the starboard side, which is to our right. And the first thing you're gonna see is the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, where your littles can come and get dressed up as all kinds of stuff. So yeah, here's a look at the selection of the princess outfits that they have. And then you can be Captain Mickey or Captain Minnie. And she does have pants under her little skirt, so cute. And then this is what it looks like in here. So you make a reservation, you can come, get dressed up, and they'll do your hair and makeup and nails and make you feel like a real princess. Yeah. The Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique seems really, really fun, but neither of my kids ever wanted to do it. So if your kids like to dress up, that's definitely like, you should do it.
Kennedy is still in the age range if she really wanted to, but
she doesn't. So we're missing out. So it is for kids ages 12 and under.
Yeah, 12 to 3.
3 to 12.
Yeah, basically, if
the Oceaneer Club.
Yeah, if you're eligible for Oceaneer Club, you can go to the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique.
Yep.
But if you're not, like me, then
you can't go.
You can't go.
So we've come down the hall. The Grand Hall was down that way. That's the Disney Vacation Club where all those people are. And then this is that starboard side of these elevators that go from the 3rd to the 4th floor randomly, just the one set. And so we're gonna keep walking this way. As we walk aftward, we're gonna come up on what? Luna Lounge again. Luna. Because it is all up in the middle, just like the Grand Hall. So it's gonna take up the whole middle piece here. So there's 2 ways to enter. You can come from port or starboard side and make it to Luna. Then as we go past the Luna Lounge, we're gonna have the Neverland Theater. So yeah, this one is up because no one's playing a game. This is the Thor Love and Thunder is now playing in there.
Yeah.
Let's go and check it out and see. It's theming. So we have clouds because we're flying to Neverland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What movie's over here?
Thor Love and Thunder, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
Intense movie.
Yeah. We watched it at home like almost right before we came, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. And then right outside the theater, this is where you go and get your popcorn, where the elevators are, like we said. And so now we're just gonna go all the way forward.
All the way.
And then here's the sign for the Neverland Theater with its theming. It's also awesome. But I think the Wonderland one is better.
Yeah, like theming wise, the Wonderland Center was definitely a lot better.
And then there's your balcony entrance to the Walt Disney Theater. And look, we're green again.
Yeah.
And so now
Green means
we're gonna go from 4 to 5. As we come up from where the Luna Lounge bottom piece is, they have Luna art. So you knew where, like, what it's themed after. We've made it to deck 5.
Yeah.
And we know from the green and the 5 that we're on deck 5 forward. As we go aft, this is some of the stuff we're gonna get to see. And on the port side right here is the spa. Census Spa. So yeah, if you come from this way where the stairs are right into here, it's only the spa this far in. Since we didn't pay for like any extra packages and stuff to go into the spa, we can't technically go, but we'll try to get into the starboard side of the spa because that's where the workout area is, and we should be able to get over there. So yeah. So as we walk through the elevator banks, we're up to the Luna Lounge again. This is the second floor of the Luna Lounge. Bingo is still happening. But yeah, there's no way up and down from the Luna Lounge other than those elevators and those stairs. So if you want to participate in something in Luna, sit on the bottom on the 4th floor. So after the elevators and Luna on the port side is the Keg and Compass. It's closed for a private function now, but we'll try to get in there later to put some B-roll over this. But it is themed towards like Nordic sailors, and there's a huge map on the ceiling that has different characters located in where they would be on the map, which is really, really cool.
I haven't been in there yet. I'll
Yeah.
need to check it out.
It's really cool on there. They also serve food, like food you can pay for. I think they have chicken wings. Here is what the deck plan looks like on deck 5. So this is where the spa was, where we kind of showed you but couldn't really show you. You can see the fitness side is going to be on the other side when we come in. This is our lobby. And then we have the Triton Lounge, which we'll see in a minute. We just went past Keg and Compass, the top of Luna Lounge. And then we're going to come up on the Grand Hall, Mickey's Main Cell, which is the Disney shopping, and some portrait studios, the Enchanted Sword Cafe. Edge is up here, and then way in the back is Arendelle, where we're eating tonight.
Yep.
So this is the Royal Studio and the Disney Studios on the other side. So when the studios are open, you'll go through this door. But right here is where all the characters come out if they're going to meet and greet on this floor. So if you wanted to see them coming out and you don't want to necessarily take a picture with them, but you want to see them enter into the guest space, you can kind of sit out here and just watch them go in and out all day. Yeah. Down the hall from where Luna and Keg and Compass is, we're getting close to the Grand Hall. You can see there, but right here on the port side, they have these Disney Art on Demand things. So you can touch to begin, and you can, this is where you can select all of the art that we saw. See, like you can order this if you wanted, or you can order this, you know, just like all of the art throughout the ship is on here. So you can pick whatever you want. You can get paper or canvas, you can choose a side, or you can get a frame, and then they'll calculate it, and then you can buy it with your key card right here. And then they'll ship it to your house. So you don't even have to worry about getting it home. It's pretty nice. And here's kind of an example of some that they have gotten from other places. So we saw that piece of art earlier, and that one. So it's pretty nice. So not just out in the public art, but like in your room art. Yeah. It's all in there. As we turn from the art, you can see we're on the very top floor of the Grand Hall. And while we're up here, I'm just gonna give you a little bit of information about this light fixture of the Grand Hall. This is designed after the transformation of Cinderella's dress as she is becoming, you know, from her rags into her bibbidi bobbidi boo dress. And so, but upside down. So as it spins and is transforming, but that's upside down. So that's pretty cool. And then you can kind of see there's a star here and a star here. There's 4 around the base of it, and then there's one here. The ones at the base represent all of the other 4 Disney ships, and the one at the bottom represents the Disney Wish. So all of the Disney Cruise Line ships are included in that, but not the treasure.
I think that's inaccurate. I think the bottom one is the Wonder.
You wish. And then the light fixtures on deck 5 have like the ribbon from the original dress Cinderella was wearing before it got tore up. So yeah, a little bit of Cindy notes on each floor representing different parts of the story. Okay, so right where the Grand Hall is, if you're looking over here, we have Mickey's Main Cell, and this shop goes from here all the way down basically to Arendelle where the aft is. So it's just one long shop. You can kind of step in so you can kind of get an idea. You see it just like keeps going and going and going.
They only have
and
one
going.
more thing I want in the store.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You might want to get it.
Yeah.
From one of the entrances and another entrance to Mickey Mainsail, it still keeps going down, but I wanted to show you this part of the Grand Hall. It's the center. We have a Sword in the Stone art because behind us, we have the Enchanted Sword Cafe. But Jude, behind you, this is where you can see all of the photos you were taking on the ship. So you just take your card, scan it, and so it's gonna load, and now you guys get to see like all the pictures that we have taken. Look, here we are.
Wow.
So we got when we were coming on board. This is me and Chris when we met Donald. This is us during Halloween. Here we go. Go this way. Look at you guys. So this is our whole family at Halloween. Check it out. That looks great. That's really cute. We might have to get that one. And then you can get the photo package. I think it's $300 something, and you can get every photo, or you can buy photos like one at a time, digital or by print. So that's up to you. We took a really fun one this morning. Check that out. That 360 photo. That's really cool. You see the 360, you definitely want to check it out because that's a fun one. So yeah. There's a whole bunch of different photo packages you can get, so that's really, really cool.
Yeah.
But past all these shutterbug things, you can come by the Enchanted Sword Cafe, and it's just like the Wishing Star Cafe right under it. It's coffee and cocktails, and they also have the USB ports underneath. And then you can see the sword there, and then it has theming to Sword in the Stone, just like I said. All right, let's keep going port side afterward and see Mickey Mainsail still going on back here. But look, you can see in the distance, there it is, Arendelle. And what's funny is when you leave Arendelle, you exit through the gift shop, just like an attraction at Disney. So Mickey Mainsail, we come to the blue aft elevator bank already. But on the port side, it's not even through the middle like Marvel was. It's only on the port side is Arendelle.
Which is partially alien.
Yeah. And so here, it's not showing it at the moment. There it goes. Cute art. And then they're going to have a list of everything that we have the option of eating tonight at dinner. So we got our salads, something like from the kettle. So that's soups. So yeah, here's our entrees.
Wandering Oaken's Hardy Party Planning Services. Now free visit to Oaken Soda.
And then here's your vegetarian options. So Arendelle is usually kind of open all the time, and you can walk through here. But yeah, it's a really long hallway to get all the way down to where the restaurant is, but it's nice because they have restrooms down here. So when you're all the way back in this restaurant, you don't have to walk all the way to basically midship to go to the restroom. But this is obviously themed after hallways in Anna and Elsa's castle.
I can see the ocean.
And we got frosted glass here that's got our snowflakes.
Ooh, that's hard
And then the other ones are these flowers. So the restaurant down there is closed right now, but when we were on our tour, there's a couple of cool things in there that I remember seeing. And so the first thing is like the bronze bus of Anna and Elsa.
Oh.
When they were first designing this, Elsa was queen. And so after Frozen 2 came out, they were like, oh, we need to redo these busts and switch it to Queen Anna. And so they had to redo that kind of last minute, which is kind of fun. And then off the back, Arendelle's in the aft. So right off of the back, there's like, it's the only restaurant that has all the windows in it, all the way around the back.
Yeah.
And if you go down there, you can look over the side and you can see Rapunzel hanging off. Yeah.
That's cool.
And they said she's so big, I forgot how big they said she was. I'll put that information down here. But they said she has a size 22 foot the same as Shaquille O'Neal.
I think I have like a size 8.
Yeah, so that's a big foot.
Yeah, very big foot. That foot is probably like the size of me.
Yeah, she's huge. So that was something fun. And then there's also a picture of Anna and Elsa with their parents when they were younger.
Oh, wow.
And in the background, you can see some Nordic houses, and they're the exact buildings in Norway and Epcot.
Really?
Little details.
Little details.
Love those little Easter eggs.
Yeah, that's nice. I like
Yeah. Okay, we're back at the aft elevators. We just came from Arendelle, which was right there. And now we're gonna go to the starboard side. This is another deck. You can go all the way around. But before we go up, I'm just gonna show you right here. This is Edge, the not kids club, the teen club. So we can't go in there right now because it's not open house. But once you board, the kids will get stickers for each club that they're allowed to be in. And then their key card will open this slidey door.
That is not something that happens on the other ships. You just walk in and show you.
So this one doesn't have someone manning the door. You can just go in with your key card. But mine won't work because I'm not a teen or tween, whatever. So now we're gonna head forward on the starboard side. You can also see there's more of those shutter little things here where you can look at your pictures and buy them. And then there's a Shutters studio here where if you wanted to have like the studio pictures that they set up on the dinner nights and stuff, and then they'll just do that for you in the portrait studio. And we're out, that's where the Shutters Studios was. We're back to the Enchanted Sword Cafe. There's also a Disney Vacation Club kiosk thing here too. So if you want to sign up for Disney Vacation Club, or if you're part of the club already and you need to have a question answered or whatever, they're there for you.
Are we in Vacation Club?
No, we're not. Maybe one day. Put it on our list of things we want to do. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. From the Vacation Club area, going on the starboard side again, this is the vacation planning desk. So if you want to book another cruise,
Which I do.
there'll be people out here on and off throughout the day and they're able to do it. There's also phones here if you just need to call, like how we're all doing right now. We need to redo our airline and all that.
Yeah.
They have phones where you can call out there too.
That's nice.
And you hear all of that noise because they're trying to get kids to smile for Pluto. He's dressed in his candy corn for Halloween on the high seas. So cute. Okay, we're further down that hallway there. This is the Disney studio that I was talking about earlier, and you can see characters come out of here. So Pluto came out of here, and that's where he's gonna go back in when he is done meeting and greeting. And as we turn down this hallway, you can tell we're getting back into the forward piece of the ship because this is where Luna is. It looks like they finally finished up the bingo. So yeah, it's nice and quiet up here now. From the back end of Luna up on the second part of it is Triton Lounge. They have a bunch of different stuff going on in there too, and you can tell what's happening with this list of things that are going on. So what's going on now?
Yeah, they're gonna do the Family Time game show in Luna.
Ooh, we might have to check that out. So we made it back to the forward elevator and stairs. Triton's was right here. Keg and Compass is over there. Luna's right behind me. And we're gonna go just past it because we're gonna see if we can find the fitness center that's on the starboard side past these elevators.
And also we can access the very front of the ship, which is technically deck 6.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, we're on the port side now and it just leads into the fitness center and it's not connected to the spa like all the other ships are. So you have all kinds of workout equipment. You got your bikes, your treadmills. We got weight machines in the back there. And then here are some of the ellipticals. And then you have like free weights right there. And then they have fruit that you can purchase. And we have water and sparkling water. And if you want to sign up for specific things, you can do that here. And if there's a cost, it'll say. And then you come back for it. But they also have those events listed on the Navigator app. So if you wanted to see how to get a flatter stomach, you could do that too. But since that's the elevators and behind us was the fitness, we're gonna go right here. And this is one of the ways you can access the front, very front of the ship. Also from here, you can see our balcony. Chris is up there now trying to figure out our flights and stuff. Oh, yep, he's trying to figure out the flights. So good luck. All right, when you come out, you'll walk down this way and then you can go up the stairs. So that's technically deck 6,
Yeah.
where you can access the front, but you can only come through that door, right?
Yeah.
From the front here, ooh, it's windy. You can see some of the spa here, the outdoor pieces of the spa going on, and a hidden Mickey. And then there's some of these windows. These are all staterooms here. And then you can see the bridge up there. You can see them working hard, keeping us safe while we sail the Caribbean. I wanted to take a moment to point out that they do have a couple of water fountains and bottle fill stations around the ship, so you can make sure you're staying hydrated. You can either refill your bottle here or at one of the Coke machines. They have like a water feature. So make sure you're drinking a lot of water, because it's real easy to get dehydrated on a cruise. Also, I just wanted to know, out here they have a lot of loungers. Well, not a lot, but a few. And there's like no one out here, so this should be definitely a place to come and sit in the quiet. Okay, deck 6.
Yeah.
So deck 6, we know it's 6 because of this, and forward because of this and this. But you can see deck 6, all staterooms. So there's really nothing to show you there. It also is like that on deck 7, so we're not gonna do that. And deck 8, 9, and 10 are also like that. However, we're gonna make a pit stop on 8 because that's where the laundry room is. I'm gonna show you guys that. So we're gonna skip 6 and 7 because it's just staterooms. Yeah. And we'll show you our room tour right here. So let's go ahead and do a room tour. I have no idea how to turn on these lights. I feel like I've pressed everything. But, so we'll do the closet. The closet has lights of their own that turn on whenever you open it, which is nice. You got your life vest up top. We got some robes for me and Chris. Don't put our robes on.
Too late.
Oh, and they got the DCL logo on them. Yeah, these are some big fancy hangers. So we got hangers in here. What's in this one? Slide to open, it says. This one doesn't have a light, but we have more life vest, a laundry bag, and a safe. This also has the pressing service and laundry service. So if you want someone else to wash your clothes, you can pay to have that done. And then in this closet, and it's just like the other side, more life vest, more hangers, and the railing or the ladder for when we have our other bunk bed come down, right? All right, let's see what's in door number 1.
It's a toilet.
It's a toilet.
Number 1.
We also have some, I guess Jude has to go, a thermostat so you can decide how hot or cold you want. And here's our bathroom shower part. Look at that, a full-length mirror on the door. That's nice. Look at this. Oh, I needed to watch my step. The shower. This is a nice shower. We have the laundry line. Yeah. We have the laundry line out already. Look, yeah, you could take a whole bath in there. I feel like this bathtub's a little bit bigger than the others. Yes, I like the glass door and not the curtain, because the curtain's the worst. Plenty of places to throw toiletries and makeup. Speaking of makeup, we have a makeup towels so you can remove your makeup and not ruin these towels. We got our H2O body lotion and our facial soap. And then, oh yeah, I missed it in there, but there's the body wash, conditioner, and shampoo. And then we're staying in a Cinderella room like we said earlier. We got some USBs down here and a 5-volt. She's on her way to the ball. And we got Mickey and the linens. Here's your hidden Mickey for the room, right? He's also in the wish blanket because of the logo. I like this blanket. So that's a nice blanket. You wish you had a blanket like this. And then for plug-ins on this side, we got some regulars. We got a USB and oh, what's this one called again? The newer kinds?
This one, the Apple.
Yeah, but it's got a name.
USB-C.
Yeah, something like that. Something with a C.
Some alphabet thing.
I forget. And then we have another Cinderella art piece over here. And then on the other side of Chris is the television.
It's a screen.
Which I'm curious how this is going to work because, you know, on the other ships it's here. You can turn it this way or that way depending on who's watching TV while you have your privacy curtain shut.
This one is flush to the wall.
Yeah, it's flush to the wall, so you can't move it. So that means only we get the TV at night. See, oh, balcony curtain ceiling mirror. What does that mean? Let's touch it.
Oh, that's the light over here.
Oh, there's lights over these. Cool. Have a lot, yeah, pretty nice. Have a lot more storage right here, which I kind of love because they didn't have, like on the other ships, they don't have all this over in the vanity area. Yeah. And we got a blow dryer in here, some more storage. Ooh, and the fridge. And the refrigerator. Look at that. I love stuff that doesn't slam. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
This couch becomes a bed, and this will become a bed too. So we can all sleep in our own space. Unlike last night, they were sleeping in the same hotel bed together, and someone was always touching somebody. But here we go. Let's go see the balcony.
Let's go outside into Florida.
Ooh. Here's a look at one of the elevators. So yeah, these are touch-free, so you can just like hover your finger over it and it lights up, which is pretty cool. Not all of the elevators go to the same level. That's kind of been an issue. Some of them go to 12 and above. Yeah. Not these ones.
And you can see,
but I think it's these.
Yeah, you can see
the front ones.
It shows like what decks the elevator.
Yeah, so if you need to go to deck 12, don't get in these because they're not going to be there. But right from the forward elevators on deck 8, because we skipped the other levels, is the laundry. And it's right next to the elevator, so you can't not find it. So everyone's doing laundry today because everybody probably didn't pack enough clothes for this cruise. But we just filmed in there, didn't want to talk in there because there was a lot of people doing laundry. So you can go in there, you can use your key card, you can buy some laundry detergent if you want, or if you pack some with you, you can use that too.
Which is almost never.
Yeah, and then you would also scan your Key to the World card to start your load, and then on the Navigator app, it will give you a notification when your stuff is ready, so you don't have to stand in there, but some people really want to stand in there, and but only your key card will open that door, so no one can take your stuff. So it's pretty helpful. It's nice that it's a large big room. You can also iron clothes in there, so if something got wrinkly and you don't have wrinkle release or anything like that, you can pop in there and do a quick iron, and easy peasy, right? All right, so now we're gonna go up again. Just a reminder that we are on 8, but 9 and 10 are also all staterooms. So we're gonna skip them and we're gonna go up to the deck 11, which starts all the fun stuff, the pool stuff, and the food stuff. All right, we're on deck 11. As you can see, both starboard side and port side, they're staterooms on the forward. But let's show you what's gonna be going on in here. So we're on the 11th deck forward. So yeah, these are all the staterooms I was just talking about. So now we're about to exit out of this lobby, and The Mickey's Festival of Foods are on each side, but of course we're gonna start on the port side, and all of our pools and Marceline Market are on this. There's also 2 shops, Dory's Forget-Me-Nots on the port, and on the starboard side, Inside Out's Joyful Sweets, which is candy and cupcakes and stuff like that. But yeah, right after the elevators, you just walk out these doors and they open automatically for you, so you feel like really fancy and cool. And then as soon as you walk out, you're in the Festival of Foods with Mickey's Smokestack Barbecue. At the barbecue place, this is some of the stuff you can get. And it looks delicious. All right, from the barbecue, we're going port side. It's very loud out here because it's the pool deck too, and the food. So everyone's out here getting lunch. It is lunchtime right now. We got Daisy's Pizza Pies, and here's a list of some of the pizzas you can get. They even have a plant-based pizza there, which is really cool.
Also, pro tip, if you like are really hungry, you can request a whole pizza at Daisy's Pizza Pies, and they'll make an entire pizza.
Yeah, and then you can take it to your room and watch a movie or something if you want to be real lazy, not be around people. And all of the inside, it stops here, but you can sit anywhere when you get this. And it's kind of warm in here because it's all closed in, but that makes it not windy, which is nice. The next thing up, this is the salsa bar from Donald's Cantina, so many options. And there is Donald's Cantina. And you can get tacos, burritos, bowls, basically a Chipotle at sea, right?
Yeah.
From the Festival of Foods and Donald's Cantina, we turn here. There's a women's room here, but we're at our drink stations now. And here you can get all your Coke product sodas, and you can get hot chocolate and coffee here. The drink station's right here, and now this is officially the pool deck. We got our funnel vision playing Mulan right now. The very front pool in front of the funnel is Mickey's pool. Have all the seats out, and then the one back here is Minnie's pool, and we'll cover the other pools as we go up to the other decks. But obviously too, there is a bar right here, so you can get your drink on if you want to. There's also a bar a little bit further down, so plenty of chances to get your drink. Not you, but other people.
Yeah.
All over the pool deck, you're gonna see these. This is where you can throw stuff away. If you got like a cocktail and you don't know where to put the empty cup, or you got some food and you're like, I don't know what to do with everything, you can just leave it here and they will clean it off. And there's so many places like this on all of like the pool decks, so you don't have to leave stuff just in the most random spot. They have a place where you can put all that stuff. As we turn this way, next to it is the towel area. You can get clean towels out of here, throw your used towels in there. And then from the towel areas and where the pools are on each side, you can find these life jackets. So if your kids aren't super strong swimmers, you can put one of those on them and you don't have to worry as much. But some of these pools get a lot deeper than the ones on the other ships, so.
And on this one, it appears that they have a bigger life vest for like 12-year-olds at the maximum. It's
yeah.
Like 15-year-olds at the
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
All right, as we keep going aftward on the port side, there's the pool stuff, there's another bathroom, and we're about to go inside to see one of those shops that we were talking about. So on the port side is the Dory's Forget-Me-Nots. And I'm not 100% sure if it's open right now, but in there is, they have t-shirts in there, they have swimming stuff in there. So you can kind of get an idea here of what's they got going. They have water bottles, sun hats or regular hats, they have sunglasses, sunscreen, so anything you might need for the pool that you forgot, you can go into Dory's Forget-Me-Nots. So from Dory's Forget-Me-Nots, we turn this way, and this indicates Marceline Market is going on over here. And we're gonna go down here and kind of show you what it looks like inside. So it is lunchtime right now, but this Marceline Market goes all the way to the aft and wraps around, so we'll be going up the starboard side by the time we get done with Marceline Market, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really cutely themed in here. It's like a market that the characters would be in. And here's a whole area to wash your hands before you go dine. All right, Marceline Market, Mickey Mouse. So yeah, they have different counters that have slightly different things, but at the beginning of each counter, they're gonna tell you what they have, so you know, and then they also have the little signs above it, so you know even more. So you can't be like, oh, I didn't know that was that. And then all along too, they're gonna have these drink stations that are right next to you there to get the same stuff that you would get outside, basically. Yeah. Look, here's the recipe for ratatouille that Remy uses in his little hat. That's so cute. Marceline Market has a kids counter, which none of the other shops have, and it's a little shorter, so kids can go up and order it all on their own.
Yeah, it looks really cute.
So that's the side we went on, and this is the side we came out of. So both sides of Marceline Market are kind of a mirrored version of themselves, so you don't have to go all the way around. But in the front, here's another bar. So you can get specialty coffee here or a cocktail. And that's nice because you don't have to go to Cove Cafe to get a specialty coffee every time. So now we are exiting starboard side and we're gonna head up to Joyful Sweets and then back to the pool deck. As we're walking out of Marceline Market, I did want to take a chance and show you that there is some stairs here that go up to deck 12, and that's how you can access Vibe and Hero Zone like right away, right there. That's what those blue lights mean. Okay, now right outside of Marceline Market is Joyful Sweets. So you can pull out a thing to wash your hands if you're gonna get something to eat. They have the orbs in here that do something fun on the Uncharted adventure. They light up and you're playing a good game with there. This is really cute. So Joyful Sweets is really cute in there. They have all the characters from Inside Out. You can play a game in there with the Uncharted Adventures game.
It's pretty fun.
And they have gelato, they have ice cream, they have so many toppings that you get put on there. They had cupcakes and chocolate covered marshmallows and all kinds of different confectionaries that you can't find anywhere else.
Yeah.
But they do cost extra. They're not part of your cruise cost. So, or you could just get the free dessert. It's up to you.
Yeah.
But right now we're walking up the starboard side of the pool deck, which is pretty much a reflection of the port side, except when you get up to the Festival of Foods. So we'll show you that next. So on the starboard side from the Festival of Foods, right here is the lookout. It's another bar. And then we have Minnie's Sweet Minnie's ice cream. And this is where you're gonna get your soft serve ice cream on a cone.
They have banana today.
Do they do in a cup too?
They do in a cup if you request it, I believe.
Yeah. They'll also put it between two cookies if you want it. They'll also put it in some root beer if you want. So that's pretty cool. That was Sweet Minis, and you can get ketchup and stuff right here in this little thing. And then the last piece of the Festival of Foods is Goofy's Grill. And here you can get hamburgers, hot dogs, plant-based dogs, and can you get chicken tenders here?
Yes.
Chicken tenders and fries.
Yeah, the fries here are like super delicious.
They're so good.
Yeah.
We are back to forward, and so we are taking the stairs up to 12. Or not the stairs. We're taking the elevator up to 12. I don't know why we're not taking the stairs. That would have been easier.
We're too lazy.
But it's towards the end of the tour. We're getting a little lazy. But inside the elevator, you can also see what's going on every deck there too, just in case you forget. But we're back forward. And of course, it's just the stairs and stuff over here. But let's look over here and show you the map of deck 12. So this is open because this is where the other downstairs pool stuff is. But we're on the forward side, so this is flipped from how I was showing you. This is where your concierge lounge is gonna be. We're not concierge, so we can't show you that, unfortunately. But here are a bunch of the concierge rooms as well. In the front, we got Trixie's Falls Pool, Wheezy's Freezies, Toy Story Splash Zone for the littles, and a Slidosaurus Rex. And then on this level will be Donald and Goofy's Pool. And then the Vibe, the Hideaway, the Hero Zone, the Rose, Palo, and Enchante. So, let's get going. So when we walk out here, very first thing we're gonna see is the Toy Story Splash Zone. And it is so cute, you guys. So here's the Toy Story Splash Zone. You can tell it's very little splashes, perfect for your littles. I believe if you are older than 4, you cannot go in here. That way it keeps it safe for all of the kids that are younger than that. These are the stairs that you can take up to the next level if you want. But we're gonna stay on the port side like we've been doing, and we're gonna stay on this level. But yeah, look how fun the Toy Story splash area is. I mean, look at this little slide. That's adorable. And the alien. So cute. And then this is Trixie's Fall, so it's the shallowest of pools for very little kids.
6 inches deep.
6 inches deep, so up to a little kid's ankles, basically. And here's Slidosaurus Rex. I'll show you a few things of it. These are the rules. They have Rex's footprints going up. You do have to be 38 inches to ride this. However, you do not, there's no cap. So adults can ride this too.
Yeah.
Family fun.
Family fun for all.
Yeah.
Except for the ones that are
And it's themed really cute too. You can walk on the port side of the Slidosaurus Rex. You get your classic Mickey funnel shot there. But you don't have to go all the way around to the starboard side if you're already over here just to get on. But now we are coming up on the main pool deck again. So yeah, just as a reminder, that's where the funnel vision is. You can walk across there, which is new. Mickey's pool, Minnie's pool, and then we'll talk about those other pools up there as we get more aft. Okay, we're towards the back of the pool deck. So we have, from Minnie's pool, we have Daisy's pool and Donald's pool. And then opposite, we have Goofy's pool and Pluto's pool down there. And it seems like the higher you go, the deeper the pools are, because this pool is pretty deep. It is 4-ish feet deep, which is
4'6".
Is pretty deep for a cruise ship thing. But these all can be covered up. So there's tiered viewing of pirate parties and whatever deck party is going on.
Mickey's Mouse Parade.
Yeah, that was fun. So yeah, and then back here to the aft, you have stairs that go up to the water slide, Aqua Mouse, and to the adults only section. But we're gonna go through here to show you some more fun stuff that's on the inside on the aft. Whew. Tell you what, the wind is wild today. It is really hard out there, so sorry if you can't hear anything. I will try to maybe give you some closed captions if that's not good sound. But we've made it to the aft elevator shaft on deck 12. So we just came through those doors, which go outside to the pool deck. And then you come in, and then if we want to go to the port side, which is what we're doing, we're gonna find the Rose, Apollo, and Enchante, and then starboard side would be the Vibe, the Hideaway, and the Hero Zone. So let's stay on the port and see if we can go in here and show you any of it.
So I gotta stay.
Ooh, so it's already super fancy in here.
I'll hang back here.
Okay. So right here is the entrance to the Rose, which is the bar, adult only area. This is a really nice bar with really great views. Look at all the roses. Here's Follow. Here's a look at their menu. And this is an extra cost as well, as you can see by the numbers next to everything. And then from the Rose and Palo, turn over this way, and we have Enchante. And I'm not gonna go in there because I don't have a reservation, but look how pretty. People are having lunch right now. I don't want to bother them. But it's pretty nice. Maybe one of these days we'll make a reservation, or actually get a reservation. Okay, so that was Enchante and Palo and the Rose, which maybe one day we'll actually be lucky enough and get a reservation before it's all full. But when we come in on the starboard side, the first thing we're gonna see is Vibe, and it's the same situation as with Edge. If you have your card hooked up to it, I'm sure you somewhere there's a button and it automatically opens and you can see it's fun in there. We did do a tour in there in the first day, so we'll link that. But they have the list of everything they're gonna do. And then right next to Vibe, and these are those stairs right here that came from Marceline Market down there. So you can take the stairs up. Next to Vibe is the Hideaway, which sometimes is part of Vibe and sometimes it's part of something different. Yeah. And then after that, we have bathrooms and the Hero Zone. The Hero Zone is gonna be like your gym, basically. Yeah.
It's basically the replacement for the Wide World Sports and Goofy Sports.
Oh yeah. And these are some of the things that are going on today. So we're gonna open the door and show you inside. This is also when the Incredicourse thing is, the big inflatable. So here on the bottom, there's seating all around the edge. They're doing a free throw contest down here right now. And then in this room has all the ping pong tables. And then if you look upstairs, which is technically deck 13, is the foosball tables and some air hockey, all kinds of fun things that you can play in here just to kill time or kill some energy. It's a lot of fun. Since the ship is so chopped up from the pool decks up, from here we're just gonna stay on the aft because we're already over here to show you. This is a view of the pool deck from the adult only area. After you go up these stairs, it's adults only, but on this side of the stairs, if you went up this side, it leads to the Aqua Mouse. And then that's just a slide that goes all the way through here. And it's so fun. We rode it earlier and what a blast it was, so much fun. But now that I'm in the adult only area, I'm gonna walk through. It doesn't loop all the way around, and that's another reason why I didn't want to go to the port. So it's only on the starboard side basically, and the aft. Right here from Funnel Vision and the Aqua Mouse, you can see this is a hot tub, the Quiet Cove Whirlpool Spa, and it's the only one. And we have a lot of seating going up and down here, and then the aft will be where the adult only pools are. All around the pool decks there's these clocks with the little Mickey hands, which I love, but just for the cuteness, but also love because you don't have to constantly try to figure out what time it is or bring your phone with you. If you want to go to the pool and just slide and have a fun time or relax, you can just look at this clock and you'll know when you need to leave. I just walked down the walkway on that side that had a bunch of these loungers here, but now we're in the very back, and we have showers. We have some of these pools that you just put your feet in and the water trickles on the back, which is really nice. Then we have our adult infinity pool. This is the only pool you can have drinks in, by the way, so that's pretty cool. And it has one of those other pools over here where you just put your feet in. And then right behind it is a bar. So it's the Cove Bar. Nice fun place to hang out. And then down the ramp going over to the port side is where the Cove Cafe is gonna be. But as you can see when we get over here, there's Cove Cafe sign. If you wanted to walk all the way around, you can't because the Aqua Mouse is right there. So let's pop into the Cove Cafe, see what's going on in there. So yeah, the Cove Cafe is where you can find like your specialty coffees and you can get some pastries and stuff there. But it is kind of out of the way, so it's a good thing they have those specialty coffees that you can buy at all the other cafes. Other than that, there's nothing else in the aft of the ship. We've done all of it. There is one floor up from that pool floor, which is just like a lounge area. That's also the smoking area. So if you wanted to go up there, it is more secluded, but people will be smoking, so you can make your choices. So we've walked all the way down the starboard side of deck 12. And I already showed you what was 13 on the aft. Coming back to the Toy Story splash pad. But on this side is Wheezy's Freezies, so you can get snow cones, smoothies, and specialty drinks here. Look at their menu, it's the Etch-a-Sketch, it's so cute. And these are some of the freezies that you can get. They are also an extra cost, so if you want it, pay for it. It is starting to thunder, so we don't want to keep exploring up top, but really this little deck, and this little deck, other than the one at the very top, which has currents in it, which is a bar. They're all like sitting areas that are all around here, the side and the front of the ship. So that's fun if you want to have one of those places. And also at the very front is the Chippendale pool. You can find that there. But you can hear the thunder. It looks like a storm is coming, so we definitely don't want to be on the top-ish decks when lightning starts popping out of this thunder. So we are going to cut it here, but I'm sure you've gotten the gist of where everything is on the Wish. We covered the more difficult pieces, I think. So there you have it, cut slightly short because of a storm. The full ship tour of the Disney Wish.
It's a big ship.
It's a big ship. It's a lot different than the others for sure, but I think we love her.
Yeah, she's a beautiful ship.
It didn't take quite so long to get used to her layout, but once you did, it made it a lot easier to get around. So hopefully this video helps you when you're going on your Disney cruise on the Wish. And if you haven't booked yet and you're looking for a fantastic travel agent, we like to recommend our friends at World of Wonder Travel because they're amazing, they're kind, and they take care of stuff, especially on a sailing like this where you're out at sea and you can't get things done. It's a lot easier just to message somebody like, hey, this is happening, can you fix it? And they can fix it from land while you just relax. So, and you don't have to deal with it on the ship. So, pro tip, use a travel agent because you never know when a hurricane's gonna pop up.
Yeah.
So, thank you for joining us, and we will see you guys next time. Remember,
Disney Cruise is your cruise. Bye.